Thanks everybody for being here. Coach Rico, Blasi, any opening remarks? It's great.
I'm not going to go with opening remarks now. Haven't done it all year.
I haven't changed things up.
Nope.
Just tell us about last weekend. What did you learn? Yeah, obviously an important split for your team.
Yeah, I didn't think we played our game on Friday. Now, obviously, a lot of it has to do with what Northern did, and credit them for taking the game to us and playing their style of game. And we just didn't have a pushback, and we had some opportunities in the second period. We had some power plays. We just didn't feel like our team was on. Again, Northern took it to us, so they deserve to win on Friday. I thought Saturday, going into the game, we talked a lot about what kind of identity we have as a team, and what got us to this point, and some of the things that we were doing that gave us some success. So we focused on that, and I thought we came out with a better effort, more engaged, committed to battles. And when you're engaged and committed to battles, I mean, that game could have gone either way. But somehow you get the bounces when you're on your toes and you're playing hard the entire game.
You kind of cut your teeth as a coach and a player in the old CCHA. Just what's it like going back to Sault Ste. Marie and making the bus trip and all of that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably the same amount of time from Ohio to Sault Ste. Marie that it is from here. So the bus ride will be the same. It's such a great building for college hockey, and they've had so much history there, and we had some good battles there as players, some good battles there as when we were coaching. But so it's fun to go there. It's always a good environment and a nice building, and they always play hard there. So it's always a battle, which is what we expect this weekend.
Just what's the mentality here? Is it empty the tank and leave nothing for the playoffs, or do you look ahead to probably a road playoff series and kind of having your team in that mode as well?
Focus on Friday.
Oh.
Play your best. I don't think we're at a stage where we could start looking too far ahead and or worry about what's going to happen down the road. I think we got to get better here in practice and continue to grow as a program and continue to grow our mindset and focus on Friday, and then go from there.
Any questions from the Zoom, Ryan?
Rico, you told me on Saturday that your team, for whatever reason, is getting accustomed to these 1-goal games. You feel like that's going to be a good thing going down into the final stretch, going into the playoffs?
Well, we've been in a lot of close games, and the stats will prove that. Typically, playoff time is tight checking and not a lot of room out there. So if you can be comfortable in those situations, you'll feel good about the pressure that's on you with time winding down. So I think now we've played 30 games. I think 24 of them we've been leading by one or tied or down by one going into the third period. So I think our guys know we can play with anybody if we're playing our game. And again, typically playoff time is tight checking, and you gotta continue to play, which we've been doing all year.
Is it nice to see Ryan O'Neill to get the game winner on Saturday, kind of end his long scoring drought and give you guys that boost?
Yeah, a couple of different reasons. One, Ryan's been struggling with that. When you're a goal scorer or a point getter, it weighs on you, and you try to do a little bit too much, or you try to force things to make it happen. So hopefully he can play free now and not worry about that. And then we got some other guys on our team that are typical point getters that are doing it or are in the same situation that Ryan was in, where things aren't falling for him. So hopefully that helps those guys, see Ryan get relieved a little bit with all the pressure he's been putting on himself, and hopefully they take the pressure off themselves and just start playing the game free. At this time of the year, you manage your own performance. You gotta make sure you're responsible for your actions, and you gotta just be free and play because you love to play at this time of the year. And it can't be because, you know, you want to score goals or anything like that. That's a recipe for disaster.
Can you talk about your freshman class? 12 guys, I know you were pretty excited about their potential. Can you talk about where they are now and if they kind of met or exceeded maybe what you guys expected, how they were going to gel and contribute?
Well, we knew that they were going to be put in a lot of different situations and given opportunities to play in all aspects of our game. And if you look at our first 14 games, you know, our record shows that 2-14. But if you look at our last 16 games, 7-7-2, you can see the growth and maturity of our team. And when you have 12 freshmen, that's certainly a big part of it. So really happy with the way they've progressed. Obviously, we got a long way to go. We're not too excited about being 500, but we've made huge strides in our game and our mindset, and really establishing our culture and identity is important. And I think our guys are doing that. And our freshmen are going to be, that's a big group, so they have to be the cornerstone of our team. And so, you know, for the most part, they've done a pretty good job.
Rico, one big difference from Southern Ohio is, you know, this time of year in Minnesota, there's hockey everywhere with high school playoffs kind of ramping up. Just how much fun is that for you and your staff to be able to get out, you know, not have to travel too far and see some pretty good hockey and looking prospects and things like that? Yeah,
it's great. I mean, tomorrow all three of us are going in three different directions. So, you know, the phone will be blowing up with text message and stuff like that tomorrow night, but it's fun. It's a fun time of year. You can feel the energy in the cities. You know, with the Wild, you got them fighting for playoffs. You got, you know, the school across the river fighting for their championship. And so everybody's excited, and all the, you know, the state tournament's coming here soon, and guys are ramping up for that. We had some guys here this past weekend that our future Tommies watching us. So it's an exciting time, and you can feel the energy. And I think our guys are feeling the energy too. I mean, it's hockey time. Football's over with now, and now we can focus on hockey.
You hear it in the locker room a little bit, guys that were like maybe rivals in high school, and you know their teams are playing each other now, or any of that carryover?
All the time. All the time. Some chirping going on in battles too on the ice. So it's good stuff.
Any final questions from anybody? All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.